Welcome to my channel. This is Anaiis Salles, and this is a reading post the Libra new moon for those of you who are interested in the astrological perspective. I'm going to be doing a life path reading for those in sacred union that are coming to a place where they're probably going to connect in the physical sometime between now and June of 2020. With the recent timeline shifts that we've had, those in sacred union who are here to do specific work on the planet, new templates, other solutions for coming into more balance here on planet Gaia in every walk of life. Your life paths are going to need to cross in order for you to meet. And for this to happen, both of you, or should I say each of you, needs to be very clear in your intention in terms of where you are in whatever stage of life you may be in, and what would be, from your own sense of the inner work that you've done, what would be the situation that would bring you a great deal of personal fulfillment, perhaps professional fulfillment, and certainly the opportunity to have the experience of a deeply loving relationship in whatever form works best for you, as you yourself are evolving into this ascension cycle, and probably what will be likely to be your last lifetime on planet Earth, because there are only going to be a few more cycles. This planet is winding down. We are in a process now that has pushed us into ascension, so that all of Gaia's beautiful diversity doesn't get lost in terms of the entirety of creation. So you're very much a participant in what is going to happen in creation right now. This is a really, really beautiful time. So we're going to begin the reading. Here we have the King of Cups and the King of Swords. As we begin, we have the Two of Cups here. And these are two people who are enjoying each other's company. They each have a cup of love that they're ready to share, and they're getting to know each other. And there's an emotional connection. We have the Ten of Pentacles, and here again you see two people very comfortable, three people very comfortable with each other. They have pentacles. They're out and about in their world, surveying the landscape, seeing what's available, and perhaps they're going to spend some of those pentacles, but they've got ample. Now here we have the King of Cups, and this is a masculine energy that is becoming more and more available to what he experiences in his emotional life. And in this card we can see that his cup is filled, and those those two fish are floating around in there. All right, and then we have lastly the King of Swords, and this, I believe, Divine Feminine, is actually you, and this represents you in your search for the deepest truth you could come into about what it means to be a Divine Feminine energy. And you've learned a tremendous amount. You've come into truth and trust and transparency, and now you are going to take up the energy dynamics to bring into manifestation the life path that will bring you and your sacred union counterpart into a space where you can meet in this world in a three-dimensional environment, and then discover what, if any, relationship is available for you to continue on from the moment that your life paths intersect. So we're going to be sharing this journey to the life path intersection and probably a little bit beyond. We're going to begin with the Queen of Wands and what it is that she has come into her space of truth and trust. What is it that she is interested in co-creating with her divine masculine? The first card out we have for her in terms of what she's interested in co-creating with her divine masculine is a sense of passion and purpose in whatever they do together. She wants to have a sense of being with a counterpart who has a strong sense of purpose in whatever work he or she may be doing, and also has enough energy to spare to come into a co-creation with a divine counterpart beyond what are we making for dinner. Then next out we have the Four of Wands. And the Queen of Wands, in this passionate energy that she is calling into being through her own connection to Source and Gaia, she is calling it as the feminine magnetic brings essence to form. She is next looking at what stable structure can she and her divine masculine counterpart bring into form so that they can do their mission work, their master co-creation work together, carrying forward this energy of wonderful communication, friendliness, being good friends, and also this abundance that will see them through their work together and their collaborations that will be forthcoming. So this is one of the key elements for the divine feminine, is a strong, stable, and abundant structure with room to grow, change, evolve, explore, experiment, and expand. Next out, we have the Six of Wands, which is again moving forward together in purpose, in passion. Here we have the two riding side by side together, moving forward on their steeds, moving forward into the new life. And this is, for me, represents the card of them moving forward in parallel to come into their life path meeting together. Now in this card they're riding side by side, but you see they're not looking at each other because they haven't met yet. Okay. Then next out we have the Lovers. And the Lovers is a call to Gaia and to Source and to all of co-creation, because the King of Cups wants to experience being once again deeply and passionately in a loving, secure, trustworthy relationship. And at whatever stage of life he's in, he is ready to receive this opportunity and share this opportunity and be accountable and take good care of this opportunity. So what do we have supporting the life path of these two beings coming together into an opportunity to meet physically? We have Justice. This implies, and we're now in Libra, so we're in the season of justice. This implies that there is a higher cause and a higher power that will be guiding the meeting of these two beings. The next out, we have the Eight of Wands. And this reading seems to be a lot about passion and new growth. So here we have fast-moving, fiery energy supporting new growth that is moving between the King of Cups and the King of Swords as a divine feminine, bringing together passion and the sweetness of love and the ability to work together and to communicate very, very, very well. Very dynamic communication here. Now we have the Knight of Cups. So here we have the King of Cups appreciating again that this is an opportunity for him to open his heart, to take one last look back at the past of the life that he's been living, and now he has come into the place where he has taken his steed and he's exchanged his wands for his cup of love, and he's moving toward his divine feminine for that life path moment where they will meet. Then next we have out the Page of Pentacles. And for me, this is a divine feminine energy who's coming through on this life path experience to reassure the King of Cups that she will be able to contribute to their abundance for all that they're going to need to maintain their stable structure of whatever it is they're going to do, collaborating, how their collaboration will grow. And she's willing to take up new learning and new experiences so that she can bring wonderful new skills and resources to this life path that they will be coming onto together. Whether that's collaboration as colleagues, whether that's as a couple who engages in an intimate or perhaps married relationship, whatever this is going to be, she is agreeing to be part of taking care of making sure there will be ample resources and abundance for them to be in a successful collaboration and relationship. That's part of her commitment to the stable structure. And here we have the response from the universe, from Source, saying, yes, here you all will meet on this life path, and here you are being supported by an opportunity to meet on your life path, and that opportunity will be supported by resources coming in from the universe to help you co-create, collaborate, and bring what you have brought to share in terms of your wonderful gifts and your abilities into this ascension process that you will find yourselves in now with a co-creative partner, so that your energy in finding each other, because you will be a source-sparked match coming together through a divine intervention, you will have all that you need to come together and meet, and then to grow your collaboration from joining your life paths. Okay. And then we have out the Ace of Wands. And now that all of this information is coming through and both partners are aware of what it is they're bringing, and they're able to communicate openly and honestly about what they both desire and what they are looking forward to experiencing in a conscious, loving relationship, here we have another gift from the universe, the Ace of Wands, more fire, more passion, more growth and expansion for them to do their work together and to build a strong and stable relationship. So that's where we're starting off here. Now we're going to go a little bit deeper. Where is this joining of life paths going to lead them? Because they're both, in a sense, going on a journey and taking a risk and making choices, perhaps to move, to change house, to change partners, to change jobs. We don't know what this is going to look like, but the call and response is here. So where are they going to find themselves on this life path, and what will be there for them when they arrive on it? So next we have out the Ten of Cups, and this is wonderful because this represents an opportunity for the King of Swords, who is in this reading the Divine Feminine, and the King of Wands, also the Divine Feminine in this reading, coming into a place of feeling a great deal of emotional fulfillment as well as a sense of security. So that is beautiful. That's coming in over here in terms of what they will be co-creating together. Maybe move these over a little bit. And of course, this will also be a benefit for the King of Cups. He will come into a place where he understands that he's made a good choice, and he's coming into a partnership that will be beneficial for him and for his partner. And he is ready now with his Knight of Cups. He is ready. You know, now you could see almost like he's looking over, seeing what's developing over here, and he's continuing to move forward toward the life path meeting. Next out, we have the Ace of Cups. So this is a beautiful, again, another ace for this, I would say, power couple in whatever environment they're going to be collaborating in. Could be anything. Could be science, could be the arts, could be the humanities, could be the trades, could be political organizing, could be anything. Technology, human resources and development, solutions for climate change issues. Here we have this Ace of Cups. So both of them have taken a bit of a risk. Both of them have agreed to meet, to have their life paths merge on a timeline. And here they will be supported by having a full cup of love to get them started and to sustain them. That's beautiful. That's really beautiful. All right. Now next we have the Nine of Cups. And this is even more beautiful. Cups energy, emotional fulfillment, emotional satisfaction. And here we have this, I think this energy is for the Divine Feminine, and she is going to be satisfied with this level of fulfillment here at the 9, because the King of Cups is bringing his cup. He's already got a full cup, and he's going to be joining her. She's going to be joining him, so that they both experience beautiful 10 of Cups energy in this collaboration and partnership. That's a really healthy relationship. This is looking very, very healthy. Now we're going to be looking at where this couple has come from in terms of what motivated them to listen for and hear the call and response to meet on their life path in the near term. And here we have, for the Divine Feminine, we have the 9 of Wands. And this is her having brought all of her passion and her ability to grow and plan and be responsible and accountable for her own passionate energies in life, and to build with them. But now she's been in a period where this got stalled, and she was no longer able to progress or expand on her own without her counterpart, because they were and are and will agreeing in their call and response to meet on a timeline. So this is her with her Nine of Wands energy, basically saying, I've gone as far as I can go by myself. I have Source, I have Gaia supporting me, but I know I have something else to contribute to this journey that we're on, all of humanity, and I'm ready to take the next step. And I've gone as far as I can go on my own. Now, Divine Feminine, some of you may recognize that you've been in that place, and then you decided to invest these wands, some of this wand energy, into intention with the new energies coming in through the new moon of justice in Libra, to say, I will exchange some of this wand energy to move forward now and get on the life path that will allow me to get onto my next expansive growth journey, my next level of evolution from my soul's perspective. So you were willing to take that step. And now here we have, for the Divine Masculine, we have the Ten of Wands, and this is a response saying, it's time for you to put your burdens down. I'm going to come in with this Ace of Wands, and you're going to reach completion, I'm going to reach completion, and we're going to put down the unnecessary burdens that our passions and desires have brought us to a state where it's become difficult, and we're ready for a new start in life and in love, and we're ready to meet on our life path. So that's there for the Divine Masculine, who in this reading is coming forward as the King of Cups. Now, where else have they been? And here we have the Six of Cups, which is a remembrance that they have a relationship and they have a memory of knowing each other, and they have a memory of being comfortable with each other and of sharing things in common, as well as being different and interesting and bringing new things. They have a memory, and it's a soul memory. And so because of this memory now coming forward, they are both quite willing to put their burdens down in terms of where they may be right now with stable structures. They're willing to put these burdens down so that they can come together once again, and this is a card of meeting and a return meeting on their life path. And here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is here, this is clearly for the Divine Feminine, for her to be able to come into this life path union, and she is still able to be interdependent and know that she has her own resources and abundance that she's bringing into this dynamic. And they both have now, in equal measure in this relationship, because we have a Ten of Pentacles, an Ace of Pentacles here, which will take her to the 10 and will bring them to the 21. Very powerful. And so she is in a place of interdependence, and so is the Divine Masculine. So they have a sense of being secure in how they will move through literally the details of managing daily life. and knowing that they will be supported in setting up the structure, the stable structure that they need, both of them bringing in lots of abundance and resources for their collaboration. And part of this is, due to the choices that they're making, but it's also due to putting their burdens down and releasing some energy so they could free up energy for remembrance and for expansion and growth. All right. Now we're going to look at what the divine feminine is using her sacred imagination to generate for her continuing journey of individuation. Because once she meets her partner on their merged life path, she's still going to continue on with her own interests and her own curiosities, and she's going to remain in a place where she's interdependent. So what is it that she's looking to co-create in this life path journey? Well, here we have for her the Empress. She is ready to fully express herself as the divine feminine that she is in this lifetime. And she's ready to stand up to that, and she's very excited that she's going to have the opportunity to do that. So here she is taking that on with a lot of gratitude and respect for herself and also for her masculine counterpart. And next we have the Fool. And in this life path merging, that the Queen of Swords and the Queen of Pentacles is imagining that she can come into union with the King of Cups, and using his emotional energy to be part of their conscious co-creation. Here we have the Fool. So she is feeling how wonderful it will be for both of them to take a beautiful quantum leap into a new life, on a new life path together. And next we have out the Chariot. So the divine feminine is holding the timeline energy, and she is willing to be part of holding it softly, holding it safely, but making sure that it is not interrupted through the dynamics of anything that anti-ascension forces would want to bring along to disturb or distress or disrupt this life path union. So she's ready and saying, let's do it, let's go, let's not delay. We are well ready to go on this fool's journey together. And in that, we have a response from the universe here with another major arcana card that is, yes, here's the Wheel of Fortune. Here you are now both ready to come and meet on this intersection of a life path that will bring the two of you together in a physical way. That's wonderful. So we have this here. We have the Ace of Pentacles, the Ace of Wands, the Ace of Cups, and now we have a full turning of the wheel by both of these very deeply awake and aware and empowered individuals in this union who are stepping forward off the wheel of karma and onto the wheel of consciously creating a life for themselves and a life that will benefit their community. And we have out, once again, with a lot of Cups energy, we are bringing in even more emotional fulfillment with the Nine of Cups. So now we have 10 of Cups 3 times. This is amazing. This is a very, very loving collaboration for both of the partners and for the communities which they will serve. All right, now we come into some additional energies, and this has to do with where the divine feminine is feeling like with all this energy going on now, and she's very glad that the King of Cups is so emotionally available and able to give and receive love in this collaboration. She also feels the need for more fire and stability. Okay, so this is a call for the universe to bring in more fire energy so that they are able to take all of the Wand's energy and to use it wisely. And this will be part of the King of Cups will have this additional energy to meet those challenges. Now we have the King of Water. And this King of Water is for balancing the energies of the divine feminine in this union so that she is fully able to feel and express her emotional self with truth, transparency, and honesty, and she can do it like a boss as well. So we have that. And now, here comes the Queen of Earth, and in this reading, this card for me represents Gaia herself coming in to be a co-creative partner in this divine collaboration and partnership. And she's recognizing all of this information that is unfolding, and she's participating by sending signs and synchronicities and information that both partners can communicate through the union, that this is their connection to each other while they're moving now toward their life path meeting. Gaia will be helping to engineer their life path meeting. And others will be signaled that this is taking place and that their collaboration and cooperation will be valued and welcomed and well received. So that is quite wonderful. All right, now let's look at the divine masculine here, because he has this gorgeous situation that he's coming into with a willing and able and capable partner in a divine feminine energy. And what has his heart been hoping for? What has he been wanting to co-create in this next phase of his life journey? So here, first we have out for the King of Cups, we have the Two of Chalices. So he was in a space, is in a space where he is open to coming into this union and joining his counterpart on this life path. Next out for the divine masculine, we have the Lovers. So with all of this beautiful support, he is feeling that this is a divine union and that it is going to be one that he can relax into and trust for the long haul. So I'm actually going to put this Lovers card over here because I think it's part of building up this path, life path for the two together. Wow. Next out we have another major arcana. We have the Wheel of Fortune again. So this is signifying we have 2 times the Lovers, we have 2 times the Wheel of Fortune. This means that both partners are bringing this quality of consciousness and energy into their life path work together. That's just really, really sweet. And now here we have the Emperor. And so we have the King of Fire and the King of Cups taking a quantum leap into the role of being all the kings and knowing how to manage all of the resources, earth, air, water, and fire, and still be in a relationship that recognizes a divine feminine counterpart, which is different from the magician. So here we have this wonderful King of Cups moving up in his ascension upgrade to the Emperor. All right, now as he's moving up into the Emperor, he brings in the energy of the King of Wands and the King of Swords, and here comes another Ace of Cups. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. This is continue. You feel this upward spiraling of this life path joining. It is an upward spiral, and it is absolutely part of the ascension journey that a couple, when they come into a beautiful life path union, should have this much energy, and they're going to amplify and expand the energy that they bring, and the universe and the ascension process is going to amplify and expand their collaboration as well. So I'm going to bring this over here and rest this with Gaia, because she's going to be part of stewarding that additional cup of love. And that's part of what the divine masculine had wanted to manifest, and he has manifested it. Okay, twice. Now we have, oh my goodness, yet again, the Ten of Chalices. So this speaks to this King of Cups really wanting to be in a very happy, harmonious, and loving relationship, and being in a relationship that would be open to including all of his pre-existing relationships he cherishes, all of her pre-existing relationships that she cherishes, and the combining on their life path of their communities. So we're going to put that here. That is gorgeous, gorgeous energy. And just, I'd like you to feel this spiraling, building energy that's coming in to be a very powerful situation. And because it is spiraling and coming into more love and more power, now we do have the Magician. And the Magician is here as part of the journey of bringing these two beings together on their life path, and then continuing to guide them on their life path. So I'm going to put the Magician here. All right, now we have the Knight of Swords, which is about, again, fast moving energy. And here now we finally have some thoughts, some fast moving thoughts, perhaps plans, perhaps conversations about what to do and how to do and when to do, that are coming into this beautiful divine union. And here's the Knight of Swords saying, I'm coming in. I have information. I have downloads. I have data. You will get the information that you need from your inner guidance, and you will be getting these messages and information and insights every single time you ask for what it is that will move you forward. So again, I'm going to put this information of this Page of Swords, Knight of Swords, over here. Again, balancing out this beautiful life path. Okay, we're continuing to spiral. And here we have another King of Cups. So this union, this community, this opportunity, people, places, and things will be overflowing with loving consciousness and abundance. So let's put that here so we can see that that Two of Cups with the Magician energy has moved into generating another sense of King of Chalices in this union. And that may be someone coming in to make a loving contribution to whatever the work is that's going to be done. Could be someone who adores this divine couple and who wants to make sure that they have everything they need. This King of Chalices could represent the blending of families. This is beautiful. Next, oh my goodness, we have every ace now. Next we have the Ace of Swords. And so I feel this is again keeping this union in balance. We have earth, air, water, and fire. We have the Magician. We have the Queen of Earth. And we have the Empress and the Emperor to steward this really significant power now that is coming into this relationship. This is very, very powerful stuff. And there's a lot of love here. And the love is going to keep the power in balance. Alrighty, so now we're going to clarify this one more round as we're cycling around. The Queen of Earth is bringing in yet another Ace of Pentacles. And this is to make sure that this beautiful co-creation and collaboration continues to have the resources and abundance that it needs to support not only the life path of these two beings coming together, but to support opportunities in their community, wherever that may be. So what is the final outcome in terms of what we have for this union? We do have yet one more Ace of Chalices. So this is an overflowing, source love connected manifestation, conscious co-creation. It is being well stewarded. Now we have the King of Pentacles. And we don't know who this may be. This may be a new person coming into this dynamic as a colleague, as a supporter, that's bringing even more resources into this situation, not coming in as a competitor, but coming in as a collaborator with both the divine feminine and the divine masculine. So we're going to put that here because that's a very nice sense of flow that's coming through a kind of divine intervention and synchronicity. Oh, I could put them over here too, I suppose, because this could be bringing in additional balancing earth energy, which we have now over here. And we do have Four of Wands again, which is a beautiful second level stability structure for this life path union, and I'm going to put that right here. Okay, so what do we have for both the divine masculine and the divine feminine in terms of where they are in their personality match? Because it's one thing to come on to a life path and have mutual affection and high regard and respect and sacred sensual attraction, but their personality merges and adjustments that have to come along when you join two obviously very dynamic people are coming together here. So the first card we have out from Mystical Moments deck, Oracle deck, this is my Sacred Union card. So here we do have a validation that what we're looking at here in this joining of life paths is indeed a sacred union. As if we couldn't see that, but just in case we were wondering. Now, next out we have the protective nest. And in terms of personalities, I think that this divine union, collaboration, or couple will be very much resting on a sense that they have all of this energy to protect and bring into growth and expansion for the benefit of the entire collective. So I see this card as this divine couple having a sense that they're part of protecting the nest of evolving humanity. Wow. And that's part of Gaia's intention as well. And next out we have weaving flowers. And I feel this is the weaving together of the dreams and hopes and aspirations of this divine couple. And again, here we have the feminine energy, patiently, quietly, perhaps being in the background now and then, coming to the foreground now and again, being in balance and weaving her life path into the greater community that the two of them merge with and then belong to. So I'm going to put that over here for her. Next we have out listen, and this I feel will be one of the most wonderful gifts that this sacred union couple will be able to give to one another and to share with their community, is the capacity for deep, loving listening. And that will be part of what they bring forward as they're sharing all these amazing gifts with their merged community. Now here we have again treasured memories. So this may be a divine couple that is also bringing together a community of soul groups. And these are soul groups who have remembrance, who have conscious memory of past lives and past relationships. And they are responding to the opportunities to heal and to bring forward the treasured memories and to share them and make sure that they're well cared for on this ascension cycle, and that they become part of what is gathered together in the ascension journey. So the treasured memories, I feel, will be part of what gets woven in to that process here. Next we have all is connected. So this is a beautiful card reflecting that this divine couple, they have both awakened individually and as a divine union couple in recognizing how they are part of all that is connected, and that they are in such a gorgeous position to contribute to the health and well-being of all that is connected, that they are aware of in their experience on many, many levels. So, wowee. Okay. Then we have, we have the Queen Bee, and she's a number 11. So I feel this reflects on this gorgeous energy that this King of Swords and Queen of Wands have brought into this union as a divine feminine energy. This is just spectacular. And what is the ultimate goal of this union? It is transformation of these individuals, transformation. This is part of the contribution they're making to the collective, is their own transformation, and how being transformed individuals, they have amplified their ability to be part of transforming what is still needing to be healed in the 3D and 5D bridge world. Now here you have the Sea Witch, and for me this is the transformation of taking this very strange, possibly sad, possibly feeling unloved and unwanted and rejected feminine energy, and transforming her with a lot of love and deep caring and balanced masculine energy here. I'll use the King of Water behind her since she's a sea witch. Yes, to clear up whatever distortions this little being, this sea witch little girl, may be bringing forward into this situation, and she's part of the reason for this divine union coming together, so that she also can be transformed. Wow. Okay. So let's put the sea witch here, because she's going to be going through her transformation. And I'm going to put the queen bee here, because she's so much a part of the divine feminine energy. All right, now from the animal kingdom, we have just a few cards. We have trust in the magic, and this is the white raven spirit, which is a very sacred animal spirit coming into this union and bringing in the beautiful blessings of the first and second dimensional energies, and the third dimensionally moving into time for a deep dive. So here we have the card confirming this union coming together, and these two life paths being joined in an incredibly beautiful and calm and nurturing and supportive deep dive. And then we have out the deer spirit. So in terms of how this divine union couple is going to move forward as they find themselves on this life path journey together, they're both going to be able to bring a gentle touch. They're going to hold that intention of bringing a gentle and wonderful touch to their union and to their community. Then we have out the hummingbird spirit, be here now. And I feel that these two cards together, the butterfly spirit, which is transformation, is beautiful, and the hummingbird spirit, because this is sound, this is going to be carrying the sound of source and co-creation, as well as the energy and the lightness of being that this divine union is going to come into as it merges and settles into this union and joining of life paths. So they will remember to be present, to practice mindfulness and being present. And they will remember whenever it's necessary to take that presence of mind and bring it to any opportunity that presents itself to them for transformation. They're well equipped to handle it. All right, now for guidance cards from the spirit realm, again, we have transformation. There's a lot happening here, and this is what can go on with a union of life paths of two very, very clear, awake, and loving and responsible individuals. They will be literally broadcasting the energy of transformation wherever they go, whatever they're doing. So that is part of the gift that they're bringing to their community. They're also bringing to their community the message, let your light shine. And I think this is beautiful in terms of where the divine is coming into this union. So I'm going to put this let your light shine here with source. And then I'm going to put soul love. This is a gorgeous card. The energy of soul love, the call and response that the divine feminine and the divine masculine found in each other is coming to an expression of soul love. And we're going to put that here for the divine feminine. And here we have let it go. Now the reason I'm going to give this to the divine masculine is because here we have a fiery sword. And this is a beautiful sense of just let who you are flourish and shine and love and bring truth and trust and transparency and your sacred mission. Let it go free into whatever environment you're bringing your consciousness to. This is as a union and as individuals. So I think this is a pretty gorgeous reading. So I just wanted to share this with you because this comes on the heels. Last week, this new essence came out, and it's actually, when it came through, I was given the information that it was to be called Union. And this will be available if you're interested in obtaining a 10 millimeter bottle of this union, and you know you are on a union journey, or you can sense that you are about to come into the union of a life path and meet your counterpart in a physical opportunity to collaborate together. You're going to probably want to have more than this, even this union. We have a number of essences of specific frequencies that are aligned with the ascension process. So 1111 is another one, so that you're able to always be in a timeline connection with your beloved. And there are others that we have, and so if you go and look on my website, Source Solutions, you will find we have quite a number of essences available. And if you're not sure what might be good for you, I can always do a quick consultation with you and give you some guidance around that. And when we do ship out our purchases, they look like this. They may be in a brown bottle, a blue bottle, a purple bottle, or a clear bottle like this. And when you look on our website, you'll get a lot of information about what all of that kind of signifies. So there is your reading. For me, this is very much post Libra, post, I don't really follow astrology. Not in the sense that I'm going to make any decisions based on it. I think it's entertaining. For me, with astrology, I'm looking at archetypes of energies that I feel I have outgrown in my transformational process. And I say that with humility, because outgrowing those archetypal energies has been part of my transformational journey, and it has been an incredible challenge to be liberated from thinking that there is any external force in my life that is greater than the internal connection I have with my source. And that's my perspective on astrology. So I don't look outward to astrology. I look inward and touch in on my connection to source. And that is really what this union is all about. So do reach out to me. I'm happy to get this to you, but you're going to have to contact me personally by email on my Patreon sage@gmail.com account, because this is not yet for general sale. This is a brand new essence that has come through, I feel, in advance of all the unions that will be taking place in 2020. And we here at Source Solutions, we're all about facilitating that and making that gentler and easier and more joyful. Okay, thanks very much for watching this reading, and take it to heart. You can use it to meditate with if you like, and you can use it to feel into the resonance of what it's like to come into a life path union where you will meet your sacred union counterpart, the one you are coded in your DNA to unite with before you two come together to ascend together and to do your return journey home to source together. Okay, that's it. Here's my confirmation cards. We have attitude of gratitude. Here we have what are the beautiful higher dimensional energies behind this transition. Truth, transparency, and trust. Here we have what else is behind these divine energies here. Choose love. Here we have even more energy that is available for this beautiful fusing of life paths. Yeah, brought to you by Source. I'm going to put that one up there. That's pretty clear. Here we have bubble up. So if you are in a sacred union situation, you really do need to know when to bubble up and how to bubble up so that you are able to carry your energy in with clarity, right? Because you're part of managing the protective nest of your own union. So if you're not sure how to bubble up, email me and I will contact you with information about that. Or I may provide that in one of the little short videos that I'm doing now as part of 5D education to prepare people for the next phase of the ascension wave. So we have bubble up. And here we have DNA lights up. So obviously as these life paths and these sacred unions are coming together in physical couplings, DNA will be lighting up and it will be bringing even more transformational energy into our environment. And here we have open up. So for the divine to interact with the partners who are meant to find each other on a physical life path and come together to collaborate, you each have to be willing to open up in vulnerability, no matter what has happened to you before in your life, especially with regards to trust and especially with regards to prior love experiences. And that's why knowing how to bubble up is really important. Because when you bubbled up, you can open up, and you can open up safely, and you'll be able to discern whether there's any reason for you to have any concerns about what's going on in your union. And lastly, we have from the suite of creativity, who are you? Who are you when you come into union? You are the embodiment of Source in its waves of multidimensional love. You become the fifth element and an empowered and deeply loving and loved conscious co-creator in whatever makes you happy and gives you that beautiful sense of feeling fulfilled emotionally with the abundance that you need to be who you are as your authentic self in wholeness, liberated from the pain body. That's who you are, fifth element. Okay, there you have it. And if you like my little angel bee cards, do let me know. I'm thinking about organizing them into suits and turning them into a proper deck. Right now, these are just sort of experimental mock. Okay, thank you very much and see you next time.